Prince iPal here with a little positivity. You have got to push yourself. No one else is going to do it. If you want to get bigger, faster, stronger, smarter, you have to be the driving force behind that. I can't do it. Your principal can't do it. Your parents can't do it. Your teachers can't do it. You are the driving force behind your future. You've got to push yourself. No one else will.
Hi, I'm Dr. Freytag with Freytag Orthodontics. I'm here to share with you Dental Did You Know? Did you know your teeth are made of enamel? And enamel is even stronger than your bone.
Hey friends, it's me, Miss Mathemagician here again to teach you another little trick with math. This one I absolutely love. Today we're going to talk about multiplying twos, such as 2 times 4. And when we multiply twos, all we have to do is double the number. So you have to ask yourself, what's 4 plus 4? Well, 4 plus 4 is 8. So 2 times 4 is 8. Say we're multiplying 2 times 9. Well, what's 9 plus 9? It's 18. So whenever you multiply by 2, just know you have to double the next number.
Principal Science here with your scientific word of the day. Biologist. Biologist is someone who studies biology. Well, what is biology? Biology is a natural science that studies life and living organisms. To study biology, you need to know the 7 life processes. A memory trick to remember what the life processes are is Miss Green. Movement, reproduction, sensitivity, growth, respiration, excretion, and nutrition. Those are the 7 life processes. Your scientific words of the day are biology and biologist.
Hello, it's Mrs. Cordell, your IA science historian here this week. I want to tell you a little bit about a scientist that I love. Now I know our 4th and 5th graders, every year we do a wax museum kind of presentation. We have our innovators that we talk about. This is somebody I did a project about when I was about 10 years old. Her name is Rachel Carson, and I loved her because she was a scientist. She worked in marine biology, and she was one other thing that's also my favorite thing to do. She was a writer. So she wrote books about nature and the things that she loved to do, and she also wrote a really great book about pesticides, which were damaging nature and stuff. So she really helped us to take care of the environment and not pollute. So this is our Scientist of the Week.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here, letter O. I'm having a really hard time trying to figure out what this word is and what this word is.
Well, Queen of Reading, don't you know that I pinch vowels and other letters when I stand next to them? Watch.
Ow!
Come here, W.
Ow! Oh, now I understand. The OU says ow, and the OW says ow. Cloud and now.
Don't you forget it.
I won't. Goodbye, friend.
Hello, this is Mrs. Spruce in the Innovation Academy Library. I have the perfect book for Prince iPal Science. It talks about perseverance, never giving up, and I want you to see if you can find a little bit of the engineering design process in here. The book is called The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. A little puppy. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things. He unmakes things. One day, the girl had a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it, and she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Looking at his little resume there? Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. Does that look out of the way to you? Maybe not so much. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. I wonder what she's trying to make. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It is all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. Not giving up. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She's definitely trying to engineer a great way to make her thing. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds antennae. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese, but none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. She's starting to get a little frustrated there for sure. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work. Oh, crunch. The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. He brings his little leash there. It's not much help at first. Start walking through. See another puppy and some balloons. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shape of another, the wheel-to-seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. So here's a little hint, the wheel-to-seat ratio. We're starting to get an idea what she's trying to make. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. Even though they're not useful to her, they're actually useful to other people. The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. What do you think she's made there? The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. She gets to take her assistant on a ride with her. It's such a great book. The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires.
You enjoyed another episode of Prince, I, Pal, Science, and Friends. It is truly good to have friends. Ta-ta for now.